Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I will explain single phase induction motor, how it works. When you give three-phase supply directly to a motor, three-phase induction motor, it starts rotating. But in case of a single phase induction motor, when you give a single phase supply, a phase and a neutral, the motor doesn't start and doesn't rotate. Why does this happen? You always have to use a capacitor. I will explain this. You just have to keep patient and don't miss any word I have spoken in this video. And after the end of the video, I hope you will love the video. And if you really like it, please, after watching this, please do subscribe my channel. Okay, let's go to the explanation. We know when we give a three-phase supply directly to a three-phase motor, suppose this is a motor. This is a motor and terminal box, and when we give a three-phase supply to the stator of the motor, a rotating magnetic field is created. Means a magnetic field that rotates in every interval of time, and rotating magnetic field is created in the stator, and that links with the stator rotor and induce a EMF voltage in the rotor, and as rotor is shorted from the both end, a current flows inside the rotor winding, and we know a current carrying conductor placed inside the magnetic field experience a force, and that force helps to run the motor. But in case of single phase motor, this rotating magnetic field is not created. So how does this single phase induction motor rotate? That's the question. I have shown in another video how this three-phase induction motor helps to create this rotating magnetic field. Please go and watch that video before coming into this. Now in this video I will explain how a single phase supply can create a rotating magnetic field. We all know single phase supply can't create a rotating magnetic field, but we will do something to create that. First of all, why single phase supply can't create a rotating magnetic field? I will explain that. Suppose this is a single phase supply, sinusoidal supply, and let's say direction of current is in this direction. This is the direction of current. Okay. At this point, current is 0. So direction of the magnetic field is also 0 and by magnitude is also 0. At this point, magnetic field is getting higher a bit. At this point, magnetic field goes a bit higher compared to this, and which is the maximum magnetic field, and the direction of the magnetic field is in the direction of the current, this. At this point it again comes back to the level here, and again at this point magnetic field again goes to 0. Here in this point, magnetic field direction is negative here in this way, and magnitude is half. This was the maximum highest and this is half, let's say half. At this point, magnetic field direction is negative and magnitude is maximum. At this point again, magnitude is half and direction is negative. At this point 0. So if you plot this in a x-axis, and if you take this 0, at this point, at the starting of the supply, magnetic field is 0. After a certain time, magnetic field goes at this. Magnetic field goes at this direction, positive, and the magnitude is this. At this point, magnetic field direction is positive and the magnitude is maximum. Let's say this is the maximum. At this point, again it comes back to this position, and at this point again 0. At this point, magnetic field direction is negative. See here, magnetic direction is negative and magnitude is this much. At this point, magnetic field direction is negative and magnetic field strength is full. Let's say this. At this point again, the magnetic field strength goes down and the direction is negative. That's this point. And at this point, magnetic field is again 0. So you can see here, at every interval of time, magnetic field is changing, but not rotating. It is changing. So at some point, magnetic field strength is this much and supply is this. Means if you plot this in this way, first this was this much. After a certain time, it goes to this. After a certain time, it goes 0. And then again, it started increasing in the opposite direction. After a certain time, magnetic field strength increases in opposite direction. After that again increases and then again goes to 0. Means magnetic field strength is changing, but magnetic field that single phase supply is producing, this is not rotating. And unless the magnetic field is rotating, it would not help to run the rotor. That's why we will do something in this supply so that the magnetic field it is producing, it will start rotating. So how can I do that? So we will use a capacitor. Let's say this was the coil in a single phase supply, and we will use another coil with a capacitor. So let's say supply is coming I. This is the main winding of the motor, and I have used an auxiliary winding. So current flowing through the main winding is IM, and current flowing through the auxiliary winding is IA. Let's say first of all I will draw a phasor diagram, then from there I will explain how this additional of capacitor helps to run the motor. Let's say initially supply direction of IM here in this way IM, and here IA, as it is passing through a capacitor and capacitor leads the current, so direction of the current flowing through the capacitor and the auxiliary coil is, let's say, this is IA. Now I will draw a waveform for IM and IA. Let's say this is IM. This is IM. And IA is leading, so I will draw this. So this waveform is, the leading waveform is IA. So at this point, if you check the resultant magnetic field, at this point IA is positive and IAM 0. Okay. So direction of the magnetic field produced by this IA waveform is at the direction of IA. IA was in this direction and IM is 0. IM is 0. So resultant magnetic field direction will be in this direction. At this point, IA is positive and IM is also positive, but their magnitude is half. If this was the maximum, then this will be half. So IA is positive and IAM is also positive. Direction of IA is in this way, but the magnetic field is half. So I will draw only this much. And the IM is also positive here, and the magnitude is half. So I will draw half positive. So their resultant magnetic field will be here in this way. So first the magnetic field direction was here at this point, and at this point magnetic field direction is in this way, in this direction. In this point IM is maximum and IA is 0. So direction of the magnetic field created by this wave from IM will be in the direction of IM. Direction of IM, and IA is 0. And IA was in this direction, but the value is 0. So here in this point, direction of the magnetic field is in this direction. First it was in this direction, then it goes a bit lower, then it goes into the x-axis. And if you go on checking in every point, in this point you will see, in this point you will see both the waveform is negative and the magnetic field is half. So IA, negative IA will be in this direction and negative IM will be in this direction. So their resultant magnetic field will be in this direction. So in this point resultant magnetic field is in this direction. And at this point IM is full negative and IA is 0 in this point. IA is 0 and IM is negative. IM negative means here, and IA is 0. So you can see after adding this capacitor, the resultant magnetic field is started rotating. Look, first this was in this direction, in this direction, then it goes in this direction, then in this direction, then here in this point it goes in this direction. So if you go on checking in every point, you will see the rotating magnetic field it is producing, it is started rotating. That was automatically, that is something which is this rotating magnetic field was automatically created in case of 3-phase induction motor. But in single phase induction motor, the magnetic field is not rotating, it is changing but not rotating. So to rotate this magnetic field, you have to add a capacitor and an additional coil. And after motor has started, you can disconnect this whole setup. So that's why we use a centrifugal switch here. I will show you in a later videos with a practical demonstration and various other types of connections for the single phase induction motors. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubt, please mention in the comment box. Thank you.